Hi, it's Joan from Twinks Stampin'. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I've come along today to show you how to make this card. You can see got a bit of sparkle going on. We're going to be using the Peony, Prized Peony stamp set, and we're going to be using the main flower there. We're also going to be using flowering blooms for the sentiment. Okay, and we're going to be using the peony dies, and we're going to be using this die here which will actually cut out the main flower, and we're going to be using this one here which will give us the shape here. And I don't know if you can actually see, but I've used the Dainty Diamonds 3D embossing folder too to give it a bit of texture. Okay, the colour of the card is rich Razzleberry, and we're going to be stamping in the same. Okay, right, let's get started. You're going to need your base card, which as normal will be 14.8 centimetres by 21 centimetres, scored at 10.5 centimetres. Then what I did was I cut a piece of Whisper White card. I think it was 14.3 by 10, I believe, centimetres. And I've placed it in my embossing folder, and I've run that through the embossing folder. Now I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that for the first time. I think it may shake the camera a little bit, but please excuse me. I won't be a second. I'll be as quick as I possibly can, and I'll try and do it as gently as I can. It will move when it first clicks through. I'm sorry if that's making you feel a bit sicky. Almost there. Okay. So I won't be doing too much of that. So there is your Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. Then what I did was I placed the strip die from the set, which is there, and I placed it on the edge. Again, I quite like this one because it's got some straight lines in it which you can line up, which is great. Then what I did was I take that down, run it through my die cutting machine, turned it round. No, I tell a lie. I cut about 2 inches off of here. So you've got a 2-inch piece of card, and then I again placed it on the other edge, taped it down, ran it through my die cutting machine, and then you would get laid out with a piece like this. Okay, I don't think I ought to show you that because I think that's going to make you shake all over again. Okay, so that's that, and that is going to go across the centre or wherever you want it. You can have it down, up, wherever. I like mine in the centre, and you're going to glue that down flat. The next thing we're going to do is a bit of stamping. We're going to stamp, we're going to stamp the peony. And this is a very, very juicy stamp that I've got, ink pad that I've got here. I've got quite a bit on my ink stamp. Doesn't matter because it's going to be cut out anyway. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I'm just going to let that dry off a little bit, and I'm going now to stamp my sentiment while I'm here. And all I've got is a strip of 1.5 centimetre Whisper White that's probably an offcut. Well, it is an offcut, not probably, it actually is an offcut. And I'm going to be using the same ink pad. Sorry if I have same ink pad. I've given myself plenty just in case it goes wrong, because I can't stand over the top of it because the camera's there. Well, that's pretty good. So again, I'm going to leave that to one side for the ink to dry. I'm going to put this away because I do not want it on splatter on anything. And I'm going to remove those because I'm prone to getting ink everywhere. Right, what I'm going to do now is I don't actually have the colour pen to colour this in. So what I've done is I've found myself an old Wink of Stella, because like I've said to you before, I use bucket loads of these. But I've found an old one. So what I tried, and it was quite successful, was to pull the colour from the ink pad and the stamped image to colour my image. Yeah, to colour the image, I'm just using this old Wink of Stella to drag the ink out. Isn't that a great idea? I suppose you could watercolour it, but this is not a watercolour card. It's just plain Whisper White. Try not to get it to go over the edge. But it's nice and quick. And with this this beautiful image, you don't have to do a lot of shading because it's already done for you. And I'm not very good at shading. But it's a very, very quick way of colouring in. Those inks fabulous. I hope everybody's okay. The weather seems to have improved. It's very hot out here. I've got a black roof on my studio, a flat black roof, and it tends to heat up pretty quickly out here. So I won't be staying out here all day today. But I thought I'd come along and just show you how I've made this. So doesn't that look fabulous? Brilliant. And then what I did, I thought, what am I going to do now? Oh, hang on. I've got to colour this one yet. I thought, what am I going to do? I haven't got, how am I going to colour over the top of this ink with green? Because I wanted, obviously, to have my leaves green. And I thought, what am I going to do? So I thought, oh, it's only a bit of card. So I got my pens out. And you can just colour it in like you would normally. And I actually quite like the colour. These blends are so nice to work with. I think I've told you before, you can no longer get hold of the single blends. You can only get hold of the duo combo pack, which is a dark and a light from Stampin' Up. Which is a shame because I get through far more lights than I do darks. And it's looking pretty good. There we go. And that's it. That's coloured that out. What I'm going to do now is, I could, if I wanted to, use my ink pad with my Wink of Stella and just drag some ink onto it and go over some of the shading parts to make it a bit darker. But again, that is a personal choice. You don't have to. And when I'm finished with me Wink of Stella doing this, I can just wipe it over on a piece of paper, and the inks will come away. The colour of the ink will come away. So I haven't ruined me Wink of Stella. So I could have used a water brush for it, but never mind. I'm not a colourist at all. I don't ever remember being taught how to shade things. Okay, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of the darker green on here. I'm just going where they've shown you on the image on the stamp. See, you can see I'm not very good at it, but I'll have a go. That's what it's all about, playing, isn't it? There is no right and wrong. This is mine. So I'll blend it in. Use your light again just to blend it in a little bit. And there you go. Now, I am going to cut this out because I do not fancy sitting there fussy cutting this whole image out. So I'm going to do this on my big shot. Hopefully get it done really quickly. Please excuse the state of my cutting plate, but it's well loved, it's well used, and there's still plenty of use in it yet. Now, these dies are really good. Just have a bit of patience to line it all up. You'll see all the edges to line it up. I think I'm there. I'm just using a little bit of low-tack tape to hold it down. Just move slightly. Don't breathe. Okay, I'm just going to cut this now. Hopefully I'm not wiggling you about too much, making you feel sick. Off. And there you go, you've got a perfect image. Fabulous, fabulous dies. Just get that out of the way. So that is all I did. Cut it out. Again, a nice simple card. We're going to glue the strip to your card. So not only did I use my Wink of Stella to drag the colour out, it also sparkles because it was the Wink of Stella. Now, how much of a gap do I need? I've set it down now, so it's too late if it's not straight. This I used pads for. I could do with one more, couldn't I, just up there. Can you hear the seagulls outside? There must be somebody about. They've got babies and they're very protective of them at the moment. Make lots of noise out there. There we go. It's quite nice, isn't it? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is use my little mini cutter. I'm just going to chop the end off of this. That's it, that'll do. And with this, I'm going to just go across the flower like that. On this end, I'm going to put a dab of glue. And on this end, I'm going to use a dimensional. I might even use two because they are going to. It's going to stick up at that end over the top of the flower. Where do I want it? About there. And there you go. Nice, quick, simple card using the beautiful prized Peony stamp. If I can find my other wink of Stella, I'll show you how I don't seem to be able to find it at the moment. Ah, here it is. And all I did is against my finger, just sprinkled some Dazzler. Lovely, absolutely love it. So there you go, you can just catch the sprinkle there. Right, thank you for stopping by today. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to carry on watching my videos, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to make sure you don't miss a posting, press the little bell and it'll let you know when my videos have been uploaded. Yeah, all my contact details are below if you wanted to purchase anything from Stampin'Up. I'd be only happy to help you. And also if you'd like to join my team, my details are, as I say, are down below. Okay, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a nice day. Bye.